Bronte has been training hard to make her fourth, and she joins us now live from Canberra. Good morning to you, Bronte. Kate mentioned in that snippet the intensity of the Australian trials. How do you sum up the meet as you gun for your fourth Olympics appearance?
There is absolutely nothing like the Olympic trials. The drama of it is so intense. It's your one shot. You get one shot every 4 years to make your dreams come true. So it's amazing. I love being part of it. I love watching it. I'm just a huge fan of swimming in general. So if I wasn't there competing, I would 100% be watching just to see what happens. And like Kate said, it is incredibly cutthroat. The margins for error are really, really small. So it's everyone's putting their absolute heart and soul on the line. And what I love about it is you get a chance to see all the Olympians. Every single person who's going to be at the Olympics representing Australia, they're going to be at the Olympic trials. It's the only way through. So to get like that level of competition domestically, it makes me really excited.
That makes me nervous. Now, Bronte, you're recovering from a 4-centimetre calf tear, which actually cut short your national titles. Where are you now with that, and how is your recovery going?
Yeah, it's going much better now. I didn't realise how bad it was at Nationals, so I pulled out of Nationals a little bit preemptively, and then it ended up being a really good idea because it ended up being a 4-centimetre tear. So not a good idea to dive in and swim off of that, but we're now sort of a month post and it's healing up really nicely and looking on track. I've got another month until trials, so I'm looking for it to be 100% by then.
Did you ever think that it might sort of get a little bit too close, you know, your body not being able to recover in time for the trials? Because as you said, it's the only way through.
It is the only way through, and that is why it's so nerve-wracking. I mean, you just saw before the break, you're talking about Georgia and in gymnastics and how timing is absolutely everything when it comes to injuries. If I'd done this calf tear today, I'd be really concerned about it, but all the doctors are saying I'm absolutely on track, and I'm looking forward to just being in tip-top shape by then. And I don't really think about the bad case scenarios. I'm always like very optimistic that everything will work out, and it normally does. So.
And Bronte, we can see from the backdrop there that you've moved to Canberra. Tell us about the changes you've made for this preparation, and are they working? Do you feel comfortable this time around?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I train in Canberra now. I've got a new coach. I'm sort of supported by hundreds of different systems to get me to be here. It's pretty incredible to have something completely fresh this time around for me. I was with my last coach for 21 years, which was an amazing time for me, but it's nice to do something a little bit different after all this time. Changed a few things in my stroke, and I'm feeling really good. So I've been swimming some good times. Obviously, I would have loved to have swam at Nationals, but now we'll just have to keep a secret what's in the bank and bring it all out at trials. It's the women's 100 freestyle is going to be one of the toughest events to make the team for. There's sort of 6 or 7 of us that are really gunning for those spots. So I'm just looking forward to see who can get their hands on the wall first.
Yeah, Bronte, you mentioned before, although very daunting the trials are, how exciting and how much you love watching them. What do you want to watch? What are you most excited for, if you get to watch anything at all? Or what can you recommend that you know, is going to be absolutely amazing for the viewers to watch?
Yeah, look, there's a number of really exciting races. I think like the men's 100 breaststroke is going to be really interesting. There's sort of 4 or 5 guys that are really gunning for those top 2 spots, and it could be anybody's games. You could see a lot of rookies making the team this year. We've got the women's 400 freestyle, which is always a really interesting race. We've got Arnie swimming in that, and she's been swimming really well, and Lani Pallister looking to qualify for her first Olympics. Obviously, I think the 100 freestyle is the most exciting event, but that's just me. Also, the 50 freestyle for me on the last night is huge. Like, the margins are so small, you can't even tell who's going to win until everyone's touched the wall and you turn around and look at the board. And there's nothing like that drama of those few seconds before the times come up and you're like, I honestly don't know what's happened here. Those are my favourite sort of moments just before you get the results.
Bronte, of course, you've been head down staring at a black line for hours on end every single week, but have you stopped for a moment and dreamt about what it's going to be like in Paris, perhaps looked up some restaurants you may like to go to?
No, I do not do that. I do not jinx it. My life stops at Olympic trials. I sort of put everything into the trials and getting the best process I can ready for that, and making sure I'm focusing on what I need to do. And then after that, I can plan for the next steps. I don't like to get ahead of myself. I think absolutely anything can happen at Olympic trials. We've seen it before. We've seen people come out of nowhere and do 5-second PBs and make the team. And we've seen people like who were supposed to make the team who don't. So I never ever count my chickens. I feel like that's like jinxing it. I'm not superstitious, but that's my one little superstition. After Olympic trials, I'll be able to relax and enjoy the next little bit of preparation.
Sport, it's the best reality TV there is. Bronte, thank you so much for joining us on Wide World of Sports this morning. All the very best for the trials, 30 days to go. We cannot wait.